Yeah, man. You like that sauce, man. We
Yeah,
got
I
that. We
like
got
that. Yeah, I like that now. Okay, okay.
we
We
got that
coming
new
up.
we got that new intro, man.
Yeah, I'm
And
fired up.
I, I want it to be a representation of what we've been doing and how long we've been doing it. But you know, we got some room to grow. You know what I'm saying? We can put
Right,
some more.
right,
We
right.
got a lot of content. We got tons of content, man. And this is the season because really this is the beginning of what's gonna lead into the fall. You already know how it cranks up in the fall, man.
Oh
I'm
man, yes
real.
sir.
I can't anticipate what's gonna happen this fall in college football and even in NFL with all the new draftees. All the controversy with draft stock and people not
Yeah.
going where some people expected them to go. So make sure you guys, if you're watching, man, make sure you like and share this content on your page because we're about to get down to the nitty gritty. This is a highly anticipated show right here. We are
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah, man. You
multiple
been making
subjects.
a lot of friends over the weekend, man.
Oh yeah, man. Hey man, hey, I was thinking of a bad guy. I was thinking of like what bad guy can I be? And I thought, remember, I was asking you, I thought
Mm-hmm.
about the penguin, I thought about the Joker, I thought
Training
about
day, Denzel.
yeah, Training Day Denzel, but I think I came up with one for me, man.
Okay.
I'm Jr. Ewing, man, minus the billions. See,
Oh,
you
God,
have to
man.
have you have a little age on you to remember
Yeah.
Jr.
No doubt.
Jr. Ewing. And if you remember Sir Mix-a-Lot, he on Sir Posse on Broadway, he said, I'm the man they love to hate. They J.R. Ewing of Seattle.
From Seattle.
I'm
Yeah,
the
damn sure did.
I'm
Yep.
the J.R. Ewing of Columbus.
Okay,
minus the
okay.
minus the billion. I'm just the man they love to hate. So yeah, I made a couple of friends.
Yeah.
It's a typical people, man. Like I say, getting all emotional over the word fanatic. Fans come from the word fanatic. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I did not.
Like a fanatic person, somebody who's crazy
Oh,
about something. That's where
yeah.
the word fans come from.
Okay,
And I
I
just
can
find
see
it
that. Cause
so
they crazy about their
so
team.
how so ironic how folks can be so emotionally invested in these athletes or entertainers. They never met them. Them folks don't give two blimps about. They don't even know you exist. They don't know you're alive, and you care for them so much. You belittle people just because they don't share the same opinion about that person as you. And you just like all their achievements and all the things they've done in their community, you just throw that all out the window for a celebrity that you've never met. And I think we can say the F word 3 times. So this could be my first one. Who don't give a fuck about you or your existence, and you just
Oh
put
my
everything
God.
on the line to crush your relationship with a person. You might see it at Walmart.
Mm.
It's just too emotionally charged. Uh, and I get tired of being a fucking repeat
So,
record
so, so,
because I
so, so,
too.
are you saying fans? Some fans are like Trump supporters.
I did say
The
that. I said that in my opinion. I
not
felt
all Trump
like
supporters. My bad. Magos. You think they like
MAGA.
Magos?
I
Magas,
feel like
Magas.
a lot of, and I know what reference you're using, and we're gonna get to that. I think a lot of fans are. It's the same thing. It's a cult feeling. Like they feel like their celebrity or whoever the person they rock with can do no wrong. They feel like you gotta rock with them because they rock with them. And no matter what you say about that person, they'll never see fault in that person. I'm more open minded. I'm more to the fact of let me make my own judgment. I might like this person, but this person is human. Last time I checked, all of us make mistakes. All of us, fall short the glory. But these people act like some of these celebrities and athletes are God. They can make no mistakes. They do nothing wrong, and that's just not how I rock. So yeah, I made a couple of frenemies over the weekend with some of the comments I was saying, and then at the
Hey,
top of
bro.
the
Hey,
list, man. Go ahead.
I feel like you describing me, man. Cause goddamn it, the nigga, but we don't play by Bron, boy. You know what I'm talking about? I go to war, nigga. We don't play by old Bron,
Hey,
man. You talking about me? You know what I'm saying?
hey, man. if the shoe fits, you
Put
can
it
wear that
on.
guy.
I'm putting it on. I got
Hey
my shoes on
man,
right now. You know what I'm saying?
hey guys,
Lakers
if
in
you,
7. But go ahead.
man, Lakers is done, dog. But anyway,
Okay,
guys,
go
if you're
ahead.
watching, on any capacity, any platform, we do have the live chat. So if you want to say something, we put it on the board. Only thing you gotta do just comment. I have access to the comment board. I can see if somebody makes a comment.
Y'all
So
get
if you
on
want to,
his ass.
no, hell no, don't get on my ass. Tell the truth. Tell your truth. If you feel a certain way about something one of us says, just put it in the comment section. And if as long as it ain't nothing vulgar or you calling us out our name, talking crazy, I will put it on the screen. So all that you like, if you're an idiot, you're an effing clown. We ain't doing that. Like I said, we're not doing that. We could be respectful and still make your point. All right. So I don't super censor the comment section, but just keep the name calling to a bare minimum. So, hey man, read the list. What we got on the list today, man? Just tell the people what we talking about today, man.
Okay, today starting off, we talking about the culture. In the culture segment, man, we got old Shannon Sharp, man. I think we talking about him first, and then we got Shedeur Sanders, man. The fall horde around the world, man. So then after that, we gonna get into a little NBA. You know what I mean? A little draft, but we gonna end off talking about the Lakers.
Your Lakers.
My Lakers.
Them your boys, right?
Yeah, I ride, man. I'm still riding, man. Lakers are 7, man. Lakers are 7.
You keep pushing the envelope. What do you mean, Lakers in 7?
I mean, we can't be in 5 no more, bro. They up 3-1, so it can't be 5. It can't be 6 because they won 3 games. It got to be 7.
Why you just can't come to grips that it's over, man?
Because I seen him do it before. I seen this.
This
movie before. Yeah.
He did it before.
Yeah, he did it
He'll
before,
do it
man.
again.
So that's it, man.
So
I ain't giving up hope until it's over with.
So when you say he did it before that, when you talking about Golden State,
yeah.
Do you think he has the same team?
No.
You feel what I'm saying? It might be.
But get what though? I mean, this Wolf team, Timberwolves team is a very, very good team. Very good team. But I don't think they are 2016 Golden State team either though. But they're very good. And they have a better overall team than us. They're younger than us. They got a superstar who's the best player on the floor, but they ain't better than that 2016 Golden State team.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, I know we're gonna talk about the GOAT, man. LeBron James.
Yeah.
The first one on the block is I guess I'll call it. We got your boy out here, man. Where you at? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. Shannon Sharp. The first topic is on BROvsBRO Podcast is: do you believe the allegations against Shannon Sharp, and do you believe this will hurt his projected big $100 million podcast deal? I do. I think his $100 million deal is in major jeopardy. The boat is sinking, man. You better get your life preservers if you're a Shannon Sharp fan. Just how these things work. When you're accused of something, a lot of times, if it's somebody else who might feel like the accuser, they get the courage to step forward, as this already happened with another person coming forward and basically saying the same thing, that Shannon Sharp sexually assaulted them as well. I think it hurt his $100 million contract if he gets it at all. It definitely seemed like ESPN he want to do. We're back on. I believe he was forced out by the exec. They were like, "Hey, Shannon, you a little hot right now. We got to take a little break and let this thing cool down, or see what's going to happen with this thing before we can put you back on air." Because if I'm not mistaken, ESPN is owned by Disney, right?
Right.
Disney, that corporation, it would be a bad look for them getting in front of this thing and basically having a person accused of sexual assault and sodomy and rape on their platform every day on one of the biggest platforms, the biggest sports platform, probably in the world. So I think he's damaged goods. I think he crescendoed. I love what he's doing with his media platform. He has several other podcasts up underneath him. The one that's kind of like bumping is the Humble Baddies, which is Ocho Cinco's ex-girlfriend or I don't know if they broke up or not, but his girlfriend, they have a podcast that's up under Shay Productions also. So, I mean, he was doing all the right things until this allegation popped up on. I think it's going to be
Do you believe it?
No, that ain't
You
what you
haven't said
asked.
that
You
part
said
yet.
you asked about the
Do you
100
believe
mil, man.
And we asked, do
You
you
asked
believe
it-
the allegations?
Do I
Do you
believe the allegations?
Yes.
I don't believe it, man. I don't believe he raped this chick. I don't believe he raped her. Do I believe Unc on some kinky shit? Hell yeah. You know, just going by what's coming out. You know, one of the text messages that came, well, really wasn't a text message. It was she recorded the conversation. Was I'm trying to say this the right way without being too vulgar. They did anal, and it was done up under the guise of you can do it, but you have to wear a protection. And he went raw dog on anal, and I think she was like, "Stop me, stop." So maybe they started and it started hurting, or I don't know, shit. But I don't believe in the typical sense rape, like rape, take it. I don't think he did that, man. I would have to give him grace. He's smarter than that to mess up his brain like that.
Okay.
Yo, Floyd, what you think?
That's all two things we agree on, man. I do not believe he did it. And really, it's because of, like you say, they was already in a 2-year relationship. So now I know you can still be in a relationship and somebody takes something from you. No, me, no, I understand that. But they was in a 2-year relationship. And to me, the biggest thing is, man, your lawyer. This guy is the same guy that went after Jay-Z. And Jay-Z debunked him. He went after Deshaun Watson. How he keep finding these people, man? So maybe to me, if you choose another lawyer or something, I don't know, but you choosing this guy, scream shakedown to me. Because that's what he's known for doing. Shaking black athletes, black entertainers down. So I don't believe it, man. Your lawyer is the Mr. Shakedown guy. Now, as for the money, oh man, there's no doubt he's in jeopardy, man. He's in big jeopardy, man. But I'm glad that he owns his media company, so he still has a way to make money. But I mean, it's gonna affect it. But damn, man, we had a guy with similar allegations, man, that ran for president, man, and not only ran for president, he got them won the seat. He won
Twice.
Twice. So man, I don't believe the allegations. Yes, it will affect his bottom line. I do think once it's over with, he will come back on ESPN unless things turn the other way from him. But I think he's gonna beat this. The only thing about it, like you say, man, when the grass is cut, the snakes will show. Now you got everybody coming out the woodwork on them. Now I wonder these folks are they just coming forward, or is this lawyer Tony Busby going back and finding them too, trying to put more pressure? The only thing I think Unc shouldn't have did that kind of made himself look bad, but I understand why he did it, was offer $10 million. Now I know sometimes you could offer a settlement, like you said, man. I believe he was getting kinky. I believe he was set up. He was doing freaky stuff, and now they taking that evidence and manipulating it. You know what I mean? So he probably looked at the footage and he was like, man, this made me look bad. So yes, I would give you $10 million to save $100 million on the back end. But man, in hindsight, I know he wish he wouldn't have offered a dime, because in public opinion, not in our eyes, but in a lot of people's eyes, they gonna look at it as, man, you offer 50,000 or 100, you offer 10 million. So clearly you did something wrong. So I just wish he wouldn't have did that.
I'm gonna tell you what he did. So you have to look at the climate of things, little bro. What you just said, you wish he wouldn't have did it, right?
Right.
What did everybody say? What did everybody say about Puffy? Everybody said he should have gave her the money first before she came out and threatened him. Because get what? He still ended up giving her the money. So Uncle Shay Shay, yeah, he tried to get in front of her like before he even come out. Let me just get exactly. Let me just give her this check before she come out and ask for more. And it was probably when it comes to attorneys and stuff like that, most of them come off the referral. She probably had a local attorney or somebody in her area, and then they were like, "Hey, let me get in touch with this other guy. That's his specialty." That's how it usually goes. But the thing is, this guy, he's a money. It's a lady, the lady who did all the people on the she did all the people against Bill Cosby. She's pretty straight here. Bill had to chunk up that check. So maybe sensationalism. I don't know why she picked this guy, but I think Shannon. I think also with it being a white girl, a young white girl, it just makes it like you know how America is. We want to protect our little
OnlyFans girl. Now, know what I'm saying? I ain't saying all people on OnlyFans are whores and sluts and all that stuff. But man, she on OnlyFans.
A lot of them are though. I mean,
they selling that piece. You know what I mean?
They're using their body and they're using their bodies to make money. Now that's fact. They on there showing tits and ass or whatever.
Body to make money.
I mean, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but a certain level of respect and how people view things come with it. That doesn't mean you should take anything from nobody. I'm not saying that. But if it's only fans versus it being a nurse or a teacher, it's gonna look like, hey man, just what she do. But I think that's the second part of the question. If I'm not mistaken, we'll go to the chat in a minute. I haven't seen nobody post anything yet, but we're gonna give them the opportunity to voice their opinion in 1 second. It also says, are fans more upset with the fact that Shannon Sharpe, the age of his accuser, or the race of his accuser? And I think it's a little bit of both. I think people really have a problem with being he's 57, 56, 57, and he's being accused by a 19-year-old white girl. I think those two elements right here definitely sensationalizes the case. It makes it worse for him in a lot of ways. But I'm like, if you really look at Hugh Hefner, he was in his 70s and 80s at the Playboy Bunny Ranch, knocking him down. Everybody, he's grand, he's regal, he's just the smartest man in the room, all that type of bullshit.
He's living his best life.
Then you had Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, his 70, he got a 25-year-old girlfriend. He's very vocal with her. He's out on the town, out getting on blogs on Instagram. I think when it comes to a black man, especially with a young white woman, the optics is just different because we give these white guys passes. Look at Woody Allen. I don't know if you remember him, the actor Woody Allen. This motherfucker married his adopted daughter. I'm like, what the hell? Who does that? Like that's some real freaky creepy.
That crazy work, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that means you were eyeing her all the while. I don't know about that. God damn.
Yeah,
shit, that's crazy though.
But hey, they made it do what it do. Then nobody really did trip on it. I mean, people said things, but I think Shannon Sharpe, like I said, with black, it's always black for you 8 years older than your girl. They think you playing with a pedophile or something. I mean, remember my nephew Lil B put something up. He was like, if you 17 and your girl 25, you doing something. I did the math. Like, damn, girl. I said, now me and your auntie that far apart. Oh, I ain't talking about you, Uncle Blue. And yes, you is. It's the same thing. We 8 years apart. I mean, to me, on the scope of things, 8 years is not that much, especially when you grown. Now, maybe if you 16 and somebody 24, it might look a little worse. But still, even that, I mean, 8 years is just 8 years. So I think with Uncle Shay Shay, man, he does have respect in media. I think a lot of people look up to him. He gives great advice to young athletes, and it's kind of like you should have took your own advice. You really should have took your own advice. A lot of things
and he should have. Go ahead.
some of the things that you have accused others of, you did the exact same thing. And you was advised from Cat Williams, Monique,
God
both
damn
of
it, we
them
brothers. I
advised.
was
Yeah.
just gonna bring that up. I was just gonna bring that up.
You been in
Monique
the
told her. Monique warned them.
Monique warned him, but
Yeah.
because he this is kind of new to Unc. You know what I'm saying? This kind of new to Unc. He's in a different sphere.
I don't know if it's new to him. Unc been an athlete now. He been messing with them old.
He been an athlete. He been an athlete, man. But like he told you, he ain't make this type of money when he was an athlete. He making more money now. He in a different tax bracket now than when he was when he was an athlete.
He's still a multi-millionaire though.
And I think he got more. He was a multi, and he got more time. When you're an athlete, you training. I think he got more time now, true. And he got his own shit. So, Cat warned about the industry. You know, being in the communications industry, they kind of warned him where the traps were, and it seemed like he still couldn't avoid them. So, guys, we're going to the chat. What do you guys? How you guys feel? You guys feel that Uncle Shay got railroaded? Do you feel like the race and the age of his accuser has something to do about public opinion? And let me say this too, man. A lot of black women coming hard on Uncle Shay, man. A lot of black women's coming hard on.
Kind of like you reap what you sow. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he's known, like you say, if you follow him, like how we have his whole career. He likes white girls, man. So I guess they kind of like, hey, man, you've been chasing these white girls all this time, and the chickens have come home to roost. You done got one that
no matter
tricked you.
Okay, okay, that might be true that he likes white girls, but if I'm not mistaken, so did OJ Simpson, and we rallied behind him when he was going through his situation. Black folks rallied behind OJ.
Maybe he wouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. If he would have, I don't know, man.
Same with OJ.
Yeah, that OJ. OJ he may have to goddamn put him down like that. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is it's the same. We pick as Negroes. We pick and choose who we support. Shannon Sharp. He's been with some black women.
But the thing about it with OJ, we got to be real. I know it's kind of off subject, but it was more as we would support OJ because of the system. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because it was OJ. It was now OJ against the system. So hell yeah, we're gonna ride it behind you because you know what I'm saying. You ran behind these white folks all this time, and when you caught the case, they turned your back on you. So now that they turned your back, now we coming back for you. So I think it was more about the justice system and having his back in that part versus just OJ himself. You feel me? You feel what I'm trying to say?
I can see you, but the same system, the same corrupt system is doing the old 1-2 on Shannon, if you ask me. And the difference, I think, Go
ahead. You go ahead. What's the difference?
I would say the bigger difference to me is Shannon Sharp's is civil and OJ's was criminal.
Yeah. And somebody got goddamn murder. It was a double murder too.
It was a double murder. All right, man. So let us know how y'all feel about Shannon Sharp in the chat, man. I wish the best for him. I think he done messed up that bag, though. I think he messed up that bag.
Yeah,
Shannon messed up that check. He might still get about 70 mil, 80 mil if he get up out of the situation. Okay, man. The subject of the day. Drum roll. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Shedeur Sanders finally got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Did racism play a part in his draft stock plummeting? And what message was the NFL trying to make? I'm gonna let you go first on it, man.
Okay, no problem. To answer the first question, was it racism? Like I told you earlier, I don't think it was racism. I think it was more a prejudice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to say racism when everybody before him got picked was majority black. A lot of quarterbacks were black. I don't think it was racism. I think it was prejudice. And what's the second question? What's the second question, bro? Hey, let me see. Okay,
my bad. It was the NFL trying to send
I
a.
found it.
Was the NFL trying?
They was definitely trying to send a message, and that message is, ain't nobody bigger than the brand. The message is, ain't nobody bigger than the brand. We don't care who you is. We don't care who your daddy is. We don't care about none of that stuff. We send a message to these young NIL millionaires who think they can come into this league dictating where they go and what they do and how to get there in this thing of ours. Now, I don't agree with that, man. I think it is, I still don't understand why it happened. I do not understand why the free fall happened. You could have made a point just picking him in the 3rd round. But him to drop all the way to the 5th, now you just show it's not about talent. It's just all about, y'all want to show control. And I mean, I just, all this because of Prime. All this because of Prime, man. Prime did not do anything that any other father would do. Meaning, you want your son to go to the best place possible for their career. That's the bottom line, man. And that's all Prime was saying. Now, he was Prime to me, man. He's a hustler, man. He said water too well. He understands marketing. He understands entertainment. A lot of that stuff he was saying on that show that you were going to reference, I know you are, man, that stuff was just entertainment, man. It kind of reminded me like LeBron. When LeBron went to Miami, not 1, not 2, not 3. Man, it was at a pep rally, man. It's entertainment. But us as black folks and other fans, sometimes we take stuff too literal. So I think it was entertainment. Tell me a father that doesn't want the best situation for his son. Tell me one. Ain't no father out there, oh man, just throw my son to the wolves, put him in the best impossible situation for him not to succeed. So, like I said, man, I don't understand his free fall. And I understand the message that they were trying to send, but I don't think it was applicable in that situation. Shedeur never got in trouble in school. He made top honorable grades, so he's a good scholar. He never got in trouble in school. People have went number 1, man, and they done caught DUIs and been involved in vehicle homicides and all this other stuff. So I know why it happened. I just don't understand why it happened to this particular player. Now, if something comes along, like I told you this, if something comes out in a matter of weeks or days in these interviews that he was just so arrogant in these interviews, then, I deserve the right to change my mind. But from what I know right now, I don't see it, man. So I don't think it was racism. It was definitely prejudice towards him, thinking he's this arrogant. Him and his father are arrogant, overconfident black men, and we need to put them in their place. I do not agree with that shit. Go ahead.
Are you through?
Nah.
Are you through?
I just saved a little bit. I want you to come in. I'm going to come back behind you.
You can't do that, John Morant. You can't do that. You gotta.
Shit. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
All right, man. So was it racism? It absolutely was not racism. And the people who are using, and I've had shout out to all my Facebook friends. We're frenemies when it comes to this subject right here. A lot of people have personally inboxed me and even called me to say that the NFL is racist. Can you tell me what a racist job gives you tens of millions of dollars for signing bonuses? They have a union that looks after you, puts you on the biggest platform week in, week out on Sundays to make you endorsement dollars. I mean, if you're a racist, you need to look up the definition of racist.
They ain't doing it for free now, bro.
I didn't cut you off, man. Of course, what you got to look at, and we go go to the because I don't know why the chat's not coming up, but they are chatting. They are making comments on Facebook, guys. And as I said, I'm going to read some of your comments. I saw my boy Ed Powell comments. I saw my boy Lil Key. I'm sorry, Lil Key. No, I just Keith Daniel. I think he's past Lil Key now, but I'm just so used to calling him Lil Key. Been calling that all my life. I'm like 20-something years. But Keith Daniel, I've seen his comments. So we're going to go to the comments, guys. And I will just verbally say some of the comments I've seen in the chat. But Is Aflac racist? Is Thesis racist? Is Coca-Cola
Some of them,
racist?
yeah.
Okay, everybody who worked for them, go quit your jobs. I mean, if you have a choice to go to the NFL, it's not a birthright. It is a privilege to play in the NFL. It is hundreds of D1 football programs. It's hundreds of P4 program. Well, maybe not 100. Definitely on the other side of 50. When it comes to P4 programs, only 32 pro teams. You have to be the best of the best, the elite of the elite. What kills me, what makes me say people are fans, they're fanatics, they don't think with a logical mind is, do you think you know more than the damn GMs? Do you think you know more than the scouts? Do you think you know more than the evaluators? People who do this shit for a living, day in, day out, looking at film, evaluating, doing press conferences, doing visits to these athletes. They do this for a living. You as a fan who watch this shit one time a day, most of y'all just watch highlights on ESPN. You think you know more about draft stock than them? That's chumping what they do off thinking as a fan. You know more than somebody who's sitting around that table, who's on that computer all day, who's checking stats. Go ahead. You want to jump in real quick? Go ahead.
I want to goddamn jump in. Okay.
Go ahead, jump in there.
You just named all that stuff out. Do you know more than this? You know more than that. You got top recruiters, evaluator, Mel, whatever his goddamn name is. All these people had Shedeur listed as a 1-2 quarterback. All of them had him listed going within the top 20 of.
He's a journalist. He's an analyst.
His job is evaluate players.
I'm talking about Mel Kiper Jr. It's a difference between evaluating color, because I want to get off my point. I already know where I'm at. No, I know where I'm at. Does it matter how good you are as a quarterback versus what my team needs? I ain't talking about how good you are, what my team needs. It doesn't matter how good that motherfucker is. You think Kansas City needed him? It don't matter how good that motherfucker is. You think the Philadelphia Eagles? Okay, but I'm saying everybody didn't need it. Everybody didn't need him. Everybody, and you already know a point. I ain't even used that point. I ain't even got to that point yet. But once again, we don't know more than these people. It was said that this kid bombed in his interviews. We wasn't there at the interviews. Exactly. Yeah, we as fans, we want to know what was said, but we don't know. I do know he came out and said it was some things that he could have did better, and there was some things that his dad could do better. And I follow him on Instagram, and the reason I like that post was because that's taking a sense of accountability. Up till now, I ain't heard that from them. I heard it's gonna be our way or the highway. That's what I've heard from the Sanders camp. Up till then, I have never heard them take accountability for one motherfucking thing. Till then. Once again, look what the quarterbacks who got picked. We got Cam Ward, the Tyler kid, the Dart kid. It wasn't a heavy draft for quarterbacks. Everybody wasn't snatching quarterbacks. To me, I seen a lot of defensive players getting picked in this damn draft. It was players I ain't never heard of that was getting picked in this damn draft. So if you look at how the draft went, what teams needed, the evaluation that he gave some teams when he went to the interview, it was like, hey man, you took 32 teams and you might have dropped that down to 6 with what was going on and how teams were picking. You might have dropped that down to 6. Add in the theatrics. Hey man, if you don't think locker room matters, now all of a sudden, if you are top of the top, no flaws, they might be able to look at a little miscellaneous DUI. But this motherfucker, a rapper, throwing rings and rollers in the air. They goddamn clown show they did at Colorado, having LeBron and all the Bigos and all the motherfuckers at the sideline. They still losing the shit. Some people might not have wanted that clown show. Some people might not have wanted that clown show or that influence at their program. And you're in the big leagues now, man. We don't want you to bring that energy to. So you take that 6 teams, now you may be down to 2. It's a business. If I'm an NFL owner, I'm a businessman. This is my business.
All right, man. I'm trying to jump in, man. You can't keep.
You went way longer than me.
I ain't going that long.
You went way longer than me. You a goddamn.
No, man. I'm looking at the time. I went 5 minutes. You done went 12. I'm looking at it.
You went way longer than 5 goddamn minutes. And I'm almost done. You done took your from 32 to 6 to 2. The same team who you was projected to go to, you ended up going there anyway for the low. It was a great business decision by the Cleveland Browns. They got you for little or nothing. And you made the league. You still in the NFL. No harm, no foul. I'm saving my bullets too. Pop, 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 pop. You got the flow. Hey, yeah, I ain't even bring it up. I ain't have to. Hey, man. I got some more.
First of all, this clown show thing. Come on, man. They were just on the sidelines, man. That's all, man. They weren't like they.
Everybody was. All the rappers, all the celebrities. Everybody was on the bars, Bigo.
And they was winning. They was winning.
Young Dolph, everybody was up.
And they was winning. Okay, now after
they ain't win all them damn games.
Oh shit, yeah, they did. They won more than
they were taking the L.
They won more than they won more than the previous seasons.
They went 13-12 2 years at Colorado.
But what they did before that, they only won 1 game. So it was an improvement. So check this out now.
I'm talking about what play. So he's a 50-50 quarterback.
No. See, when you talk about he don't play defense now. So if you want to talk about quarterback, what he did at quarterback, come on.
We talk about winning games. Who wins the game? We always play the quarterback. It doesn't matter. As a quarter, as a
throwing 500 yards a game.
He was 13-12.
He put down there throwing 500.
He's in the squad division.
He can't play safety. He can do
if they win the game, we give it to the quarterback. Who won? Your boy, Denver Broncos. Who's the winning quarterback in that series?
I don't care when they won. That man putting up points. The defense couldn't got them stopping nosebleed. So that's why they lost a lot of them games. This man was throwing 500 yards per game.
He had 94 sacks. He was the most sacked.
500 yards, bro.
Quarterback. He was the most sacked quarterback in P4 football in the Big Ten. He was eating sacks like lunch.
That tell me he
tough. What tell you?
He tough.
It tell me he can't scramble. It tell me he hold the ball too long. NFL scouts seen that.
Nah. Okay, so you tell me this Louisville guy that you didn't even know existed, because I didn't know he existed.
Tyler.
You tell me he's better than Shedeur? Huh?
I know nothing.
You know
I can't make that. I don't know nothing about him.
Okay, but going back to what you said about all these people that know, these experts, like I say, everybody had him ranked as a top 2 quarterback. The man was a Heisman finalist. You don't beat no Heisman finalist playing like boo-boo. You don't beat no Heisman finalist. He was good enough to be a Heisman. He was good enough to be a Heisman finalist.
Who else was? Who all was?
He damn showing that quarterback from Louisville that went before him. He damn
who else was? Somebody else was, and they ain't get some.
The guy that went number
somebody
1.
Else was, and they.
Let me tell you. The guy that went number 1 was before him.
Cam,
the guy that went number 2
Genty,
was before him.
Travis.
Okay. So all them went 1, 2. So why the fuck he go for being a goddamn Heisman finalist? They went 1 and 2. How he dropped all the way to round 5 when he was projected to be right behind them? Riddle me that. Okay, so let me tell you something else about what you said about the racism thing with these owners. Have you ever heard of Snyder, Dan Snyder? Do you know who that is?
I heard his name.
He's I heard his name. From Washington Redskins. They had to get him up out of there. He was
yeah. You had to get him up out of there.
All right, son. How about the guy from the Clippers?
Yeah, I remember
they had to get him up out of here because he was racist.
That had a black girlfriend.
Hey, but look,
we're knocking off a black girl. We're not,
bro. Come on now, bro. Exactly. But we know they love our women. They love our women. They love our women. They love our women. They love them. That don't mean they cannot be racist just because he's knocking down a black girl. Come on now. So I just gave you 2 examples to show you can still be racist, but still pay black players, athletes, millions of dollars. Because guess what? They're making you billions. So at the end of the day, it's about the money. So hell yeah, I pay
exactly.
If you
at the end of the day, it's about
a business. Racist. But I can still be racist. If
Cleveland Browns, do good business
all
like
white boys out there, they can't have all white boys out there. If
you could. If you want to, you could. The Lakers got all white boys. The Lakers got all white boys. We talk about yesterday.
Too though. They got LeBron. They got
you can't have you said that. We pay. Hold on, hell no. He said, man, we can't be that.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that shit right now.
They said we got too many white boys, man. We can't beat them boys. So what you talking about? As a business decision, guys, I promise you I'm gonna go to the chat. I promise I'm gonna go to the chat after this because I already said we ain't gonna even get all our topics here because we already got about 20 more minutes. As a business decision, if I'm the Cleveland Browns, as a fuck the owner, I'm the business, the business of the Cleveland Browns. Did they get him for a steal?
Yeah, but that don't make it right. They got him for the steal. Let me stop you right there. Know why they got him at the steal? Because the NFL owners colluded. They got together. They say nobody picked this motherfucker. Nobody pick him. Because
we don't know that.
Somebody wanted to pick him, he would have got scooped up. That's a goddamn
how many quarterbacks?
How did you go from being
how many quarterbacks? How many
finalists?
How many quarterbacks went before him?
Name me a Heisman finalist that failed like how he failed. Name me one, bro. Just one. I didn't do my research on that, so I can't tell you that. I can't tell you this. I can't tell you this. Texas quarterback didn't get drafted in front of him. Ohio State, the champions, their quarterback didn't get drafted in front of them. It was several quarterbacks who had bro. I'm just saying they didn't get. What did they get drafted at all? Yes.
The only one that went before him, you got to get Dart some credit. Dart beat y'all. Dart, I mean, he might have had some of the numbers. Okay. You got to get, and that was it. That's the only. And Cam was ahead of him.
Louisville went in front of him. Louisville.
He was in the number.
Jalen Miro went in front of him. Jalen Miro went in front of him. Quarterback from Oregon.
Jalen Miro got a big arm. He's faster. He can scramble. Now, he had some attributes that are measurable with Shedeur. He might have been an accurate as Shedeur, but he has some other things Shedeur didn't have. So that could be a toss-up to me. That could be a toss-up. But other than that, who else? Nobody. They wasn't getting quarterbacks like that.
The guy from Oregon went.
He didn't go before him.
He had 5. Yes, he did.
What round he went?
He went like the 4th round.
Look it up.
Bro, both of them at Cleveland. Both of them at Cleveland.
Hold on, we got somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat from YouTube said Chase Daniel, a Heisman finalist with undrafted. It can happen. I haven't researched that.
Okay.
But you asked the question, he answered it.
Name me another one, motherfucker.
There you go, Justin.
Google another one.
I'm just saying, man. People was not drafting.
Did that player play quarterback, or was he a opponent or some shit?
Somebody said, "Can Shedeur get up under center?" I don't know.
I see him.
Is he a shotgun quarterback? I know that he's a sack magnet. I know that. And hold on, let me. We ain't gonna be able to get. We got to do another show. We ain't gonna be able to get nowhere else. And we staying on Shedeur. We staying on this shit.
We ain't going no. Disrespecting this man like this, man.
How? Hold on. The man was
a Heisman finalist. Go ahead.
He was a Heisman finalist because of his daddy, his height.
No!
Daddy ball.
Oh,
yes.
You're not bigger than the program, so now he
13 and 12 in his college career, 2 seasons.
What he was in that season? He was a final Heisman.
What
was his record?
Weak division. He played in a weak. His daddy held him back, man. Let's call the damn elephant in the room what it is. That man, if he was that good, he should have been an SEC quarterback, Big 12 quarterback, big time football. He was in that weak, watered down damn division. He didn't get a chance to really grow because he was following his fucking father around. His same father who was an athlete, his same father who said they wouldn't go to the exact fucking team that they went to. We're not going to no cold markets. And that's exactly where he went. He had to eat a piece of humble pie because at the end of the day, he just didn't check off marks on everybody's roster. That's what the fuck happened. Plain and damn simple.
Nah.
He said Chase Daniel was a quarterback.
Okay. Let me see.
That's what happened, man. Dion wrote checks. Dion overplayed his hand, man. Dion overplayed his hand. Dion was too fucking cocky. Dion thought my son's gonna be the best. They gonna want him. I'm prime. Everybody. This ain't 1980 or 90 prime. It's a whole bunch of good athletes out there. It's a whole bunch of quarterbacks who were comparable to your son. Maybe he was better at some things, but maybe they were better at some things too. Your son went 13 and 12 in 2 seasons. Your son was a sack magnet. Your son can't scramble. Your son telegraphed his passes. There were other things about your son that weren't favorable. Yo, you can look at it. And he was throwing to the Heisman. I mean, you are going to be throwing to the one of the best receivers, top 10 for sure, in P4 football. We don't want a Dion. Hold on. Let me say this. So I'm not low now. Everybody, this is what everybody been saying. Well, the man has tried to do it in 2001. First of all, 2004, excuse me. That was 21 years ago. It's obviously the NFL said, yo, we're not going to let that happen again. And they didn't. They showed you right there. Not only did they show you, they also sent a message for anybody down the pike trying to run that shit. You're not bigger than the brand. This our shit, not your shit. This our business. We're the owners. Okay. We're the GMs. We run this shit. We control the narrative. That's the message that they sent. Not to mention, it would have been different if 6 or 7 quarterbacks went in front of them. It's the only one you could probably say that was kind of questionable is the Tyra kid. Everybody else, hey man, it's just what the team wanted. Now he wanted to go to he didn't want to go to a cold market. Maybe Seattle would have been a good fit.
Man, I think they got a dome. Prime said that. Prime said that. Prime grandstanding for the camera and all that stuff.
Did you watch the Tamara Hall? Did you go ahead?
When was that aired? When was that aired? That Tamara Hall interview. Which one was that?
In January this year. That was this year.
Okay,
Tamara Hall was this year.
Okay, check this out. This is his college.
Check it out.
This man had 477 pass attempts, 353 completion, with a completion percentage of 74%. He threw for over 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions. Come on, man. 74%. That's the first round of all day. Then let me see what Jalen Milroe goddamn stats was.
Look at his rushing touchdown stats. It was only 4 people who ever ran for 20 touchdowns as a quarterback. You want to do Milroe like that?
Milroe, I ain't gonna do Jalen Milroe. I ain't gonna do Jalen Milroe. I'm gonna do the quarterback that got drafted.
All 4 quarterbacks who rushed for over 20 touchdowns or more, all 4 of them won the Heisman. Jalen Milroe was the only one he didn't. Arguably, he didn't deserve the Heisman.
Who was that Louisville quarterback name? What's his name? I should have had him wrote down already.
What's his name? Tyler some damn body. Shit. And he might be the only name. He might be the only anomaly. The Tyler quarterback might be the only anomaly.
Why is it there an anomaly? Why?
Maybe because he wasn't holding his rollie up doing rap videos on the sideline.
He should have been holding his rollie up.
Obviously, he did something right. He went in front of Shedeur, so obviously he did something right.
He went over here because
he did something right.
He got blackballed.
It's not
this
racism.
Lost
it's
out
a business
on $41 million.
And whose fault is that?
$41 million.
And Prime fault.
No, it ain't.
My son is not going to no cold city markets.
What's wrong with saying that? What's wrong with saying that?
Because you reach on cold city market. If that's the case, fuck on Cleveland.
The man played in Colorado. You ever been to Colorado in the winter? You ever been to Colorado in the winter?
I say it. Then why? I'm sure Colorado cold as fuck. And like I said, he was on this show in January on Tamara Hall show.
What's wrong with that? I'm sure you're not going to play with that. What's wrong with that? Come on.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Nothing is wrong with that when you think your son going to go somewhere else. Nothing is wrong with that. But when that shit backfired, you had to eat your fucking words because the same place you say he wasn't going,
where did he want his son to go?
And he looked like he happy.
What did he want his son to go?
No, he might have wanted him to go to. He wanted his son to go to somewhere warm or a dome. That's what it seemed like from what he was saying.
Like
and he went to neither one of those places.
Prime, all the places that's warm with a dome, he got quarterbacks already.
After the second draft, he would have went to the goddamn Conchuan Mudchuckers at this point. He wouldn't give a fuck. He just wanted to play in the goddamn league.
Do you think he wants his son to go to a warm dome, or you think he wants his son to go to the best situation? Now I can't say. Hold on. Just being real, I can see why he didn't want his son to go to Cleveland. Because we've been watching Cleveland for the last couple of years, man. They are a shit show.
But that's where he went. You keep saying he didn't want him to go there. If he would, if he would have went first round, if everything would have went just like everybody predicted, that was predicted he was gonna go to Cleveland any damn way,
or Pittsburgh,
or New Orleans.
A lot of people said New Orleans because a lot of people felt like Cleveland just needed more. They got all these damn quarterbacks on the fucking roster already, so it was more Pittsburgh and your squad, New Orleans. So.
That's what I'm saying. At the beginning, when I said the 32 went to 6 and it went to 2. When you say you're not gonna go, when it's teams that already don't need a quarterback,
he didn't say nothing. That's his dad. He didn't say nothing.
You know his dad was his agent, right? So your agent speaks for you. So when that happened, it shrunk. And then it went to, okay, as a quarterback, what do we need? How's our O-line set up? Do we need a scrambler? Do we need a pocket passer? What kind of quarterback do we need? And then it was like, okay, ain't nobody else getting them to see how far we can push it. Let's build these O-lines or let's build the D-line. Oh, nobody else got them? Let's push it again until hey, let's go ahead and get them somebody else.
I don't think that's
it was great business point.
Us owners.
I think it was just like that.
You don't think Mike Tomlin wouldn't have picked him up? They don't have nobody right now. They have
the head coach don't make no decision.
Exactly. Who made the decision?
The damn GM and the damn crew that be around, all them white boys that be in the damn
owners.
Yeah, them supposed to be up in them booths. That's who do it. I know the GM, and his staff.
GMs and the owners. So the GM make it.
I'm sure
who the GM get their orders from? Who the GM get their orders from?
They get the final orders from the owner, but the owner picks the good people around him to make the good decisions for him. And I'm sure they say, okay, this is what we got on, this is what we think, sir. What do you think? Okay, well, Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice, so buddy, but why the hell Dallas Cowboys didn't pick him? Goddamn Tom Brady, who the motherfucker
because he got blackballed the owners because
the owner Brady is part owner. Brady, he on Brady brand. Brady on the Raiders. Or part of it. Why didn't he go to the Raiders?
Minority owner. He's a minority owner.
He got more than the head coach. Why didn't he go there?
He a minority.
People made the best decision. It wasn't to see y'all trying to put this nigga in front of the. Excuse me. Y'all started to put the dude in front of the game. He's not bigger than the game.
He was the number 2 projected quarterback, and he was a Heisman finalist. They put him above
projected. That don't mean it's fact. It's though. Obviously, it wasn't. And I think he's happy at Cleveland. He ain't complaining. I follow him on Instagram. He happy with a sissy with a bag of you know what's. He happy. He happy. He made it to the league.
Shedeur.
He's happy.
Shedeur. Once you show out on these folks, man. Once you show out on that field, and it's time to re-up on that money, don't give nobody no breaks.
Exactly, man. We're gonna go to the chat real quick. We got my boy. We got shout out to Mikael Williams, man, from Columbia, Georgia, going to the 49ers. His dad, Big John said, yeah, he said stats without context is nothing. He wasn't that good. Ooh, okay.
I watched the game. I bet the differ. I watched it with my own.
They did better. Scott said,
I ain't reading just out the paper. I watched the games.
Scott said I could have thrown the ball to Travis.
Well, shit, nigga, you should have been to Colorado then.
Hey, man, you can't be getting mad at the folks' comment, man. They talking percentage. Look how many times they run the ball, and when you take a sack, it helps the pass percentage. Okay, here comes Scott again. This is what I said. Tom Brady was his mentor. He didn't pick him.
How he gonna pick him? He minority. Hey, man, pick somebody on my side. You picking all these boo-boos.
Ain't nobody agreeing with you. not on YouTube anyway. Look at that. Nobody agree with you.
Man, because, man, I ain't gonna say nothing about it. I ain't gonna say nothing. That's their opinion. I'm sorry, y'all. I respect y'all opinion. I respectfully disagree. They told us he was good. He was on everybody's draft board, the number 2 quarterback. Heisman finalists.
And they don't get it wrong. They can get it wrong. Obviously, they got it wrong.
74%.
They're not perfect.
Nah, they damn near perfect. They damn near.
They missed Brock Purdy. They missed Tom Brady. Tom Brady was the sixth round.
Tom Brady was not the number 1. Whoa. Tom Brady was not no Heisman finalist. He was nothing coming out of college. He barely started, Black. He was barely started now. You can't say that about Tom Brady.
They still this kid is accurate.
He didn't have the sacks and stuff that Shedeur had. That's why.
Shedeur had 94 sacks. Why are you forgetting this man can't scramble? forgetting. You act like you in the NFL game.
7 touchdowns.
Look who he was throwing to.
He's throwing to a lot of people. Behind a garbage offensive line. Offensive line with boo.
With the horn. And he threw it to Travis.
Was this. Ooh, they stunk. Well,
Deion should have. He should have recruited better for an offensive line to protect his son.
True, but the man still put up numbers. 74% passing completion under duress. He stared it down.
What's the last pick in the NFL? What's Mr. Irrelevant? What's that?
Mr. Irrelevant.
What number is that? 7th round. Mr. Irrelevant, right? We get what?
32 times 7.
It's like 200 and something. Roughly 245. But get what? You still on the roster. You still on the damn roster.
41 million less on
so what he got to do? Hey man, that man was born. He came into this world. Pillar pushed out that poom poom as a millionaire. He good. Yeah. I don't think money's the issue. Only thing he has to do is show up and show out. If you are all those things, if you're all those things that they projected you to be, only thing you gotta do is you get your shot out there.
I don't trust them. They gonna put
the same NFL racist. The same NFL that let damn what my boy name Kendrick Lamar with that DEI performance at halftime, which sucked to me. It would have went hard on one of his shows, his concert, but to let everybody be inclusive.
What did they do to Kaepernick?
What Kaepernick did to himself? Jay-Z, a lot of folks. You don't remember. Somebody got him a look and he declined it because that was the meeting. His girlfriend said, "Don't do it." Somebody had got him a look and he didn't go.
What did they do before that?
We talking about? They gave him another chance. He was all tied up in the media.
He didn't need another chance. He should have never been in a position to get another chance.
He should have said he wanted another chance. I disagree with how he did him, but even after the fact, he could have had another chance.
Racism. I let you know it's racism. They all the owners got together. We're gonna
it's
put
not
this
racism.
Negro
it's
out
a
the
business.
league.
It's a business.
And they in the business of racism. And that
they in the business of making money.
Of racism.
They in the business of making money.
They weren't going broke.
They're in the business of no distractions or minimizing distractions, I can say. And he definitely was a big distraction at the time. So,
he wasn't no goddamn distraction. He was bringing awareness to police.
Hey, if you work at one of these big corporations, and you are a distraction to HR, get what they're gonna do to your ass. Get rid of your motherfucking ass. I don't give a damn if you never been arrested and all that other stuff.
Distracted?
If you are a perceived distraction.
Jerry Jones even did it. Jerry Jones even took a knee.
And Jerry Jones said, if and one of y'all niggas take a damn knee, your ass out of here.
He took a knee.
I took a knee. I didn't watch NFL every season. I didn't watch. I bucked. I watched the next season, but I bucked that other year. Yeah. It was hard too. Yeah.
But they let you know they went the bullshit.
No, they got to ban the shield. The shield, man. Nothing bigger than the shield. Not Shedeur. Not. Hey, look, they even threw Shallow. Shout to Shallow with the Bucks. Shout out my boy Jackson Meeks. Man. Yeah, no, they did, man. We got to go, man. I shot to Jackson Meeks. My son Dimitri Flowers played with Jackson Meeks at Midland, man. He went on the Central. Now Jackson Meeks is Mikael Williams and Jackson Meeks also played on Georgia Bulldogs. So both of them, Mikael and Jackson both got a championship at Georgia. Then Mikael won a championship at Central. So Jackson Meeks won a championship at Central. Jackson Meeks got in the portal, went to Syracuse, had a breakout year. And he got signed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think, or the Detroit Lions. One of them. It's another kid from Columbus. I forgot his name. He got like an African sounding name. He went to Columbus, went to Yale, and he got signed too, man. So we got like 3 or 4 local boys who made it to the league. So shout out to our local boy, man. We had to give our local boys. Hey, Judge, if you still watching, what Yeah, shout out to Mikael, man. I went to his camp last year. Oh, there you go. He said Jackson has 2 chips. You're right. He has 2. And John, this his boy. He's his son. And he said he got 2 national championships. So shout out to Columbus. Oh, we man. In there, guys. Sorry we couldn't get to all our topics today, man.
Remember. You say he going. You say he going to the Lions because the Lions gonna win this shit. I put a future bet on them.
That's right. Yeah. So Jackson Meeks going to the Lions. Yeah, he going to the Lions. I forgot where the other kid go. Yeah, I forgot where the other kid going. He might be going to the Lions too. The kid from Yale. I forgot where he going. But Shout out to Columbus, man. We got to go. We got to stay up on the hour, guys. It's the Go Coach
Lakers
T
in
Flow.
7. Lakers in
Lakers
7.
is done.
Sean, pod down, baby. Pod down. Lakers in 7.
And thank you for watching the Bro versus Bro podcast. We did it. Did we?